Alright, roll back, Musa, roll back, family. Yeah, roll back, family, roll back. I hope all is well with everyone, right? Alright, so we know now, right? We know what's going on. We know that the one and only true Messiah, AMUN is here on the planet. Jesus, right? Is here on the planet. I'm telling you. So why don't you all just call and check it out? You know, we check everything else out once again. We check out the prices on the menu. We check out the weather, right? We check out so many things. Why don't we check this out? And this is actually for eternity, you know? Just saying. So we know what's going on now. We know that Earth, right, is turning into a type 1 civilization, right? Earth is turning into a type 1 civilization, right? But there must be, destruction before a new construction, right? So we must take instruction, right? And follow that, right? By following and going to AMUN Ray A, right? First you were with Elijah Muhammad, right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? Krill, right? In tone, right? Then he said, go to the man, the head of the lamb, right? Panababi AMUN, right? Now Panababi AMUN is telling you in concentration, Patarak, right? Patarak concentration, right? Author, written by Panababi AMUN to go to AMUN Ray 8. It is AMUN Ray 8's time to rule, aka Yahshua, aka Jesus, for my comedics, Hadar, Asar, Kansu, right? For my galactics, New Scoop, right? AMUN, right? The AMUN, Ahmed, right? Reciting the purified pages of the holy tablets to you all, right? And then don't we say that God chooses, the ones that are chosen, they chose themselves. That means they took initiative, fam. Understand that. They took initiative, right? So start the ignition in your car, right? Because that's what your body is, right? The car. Understand that. And, also understand, family, that a lot of beings, from extra-terra, right? Celestials, right? Don't believe in any individual god or gods, right? But rather believe that the soul, or Nessa, right, is a non-localized phenomenon, per se, right? So basically, if I project a beam of light, family, on the wall, right, you see the light on the wall, okay? But the wall is not the source of the light. Do you follow me? It comes in, from somewhere else. The soul is also a projection. It doesn't exist inside us anymore than the light exists inside the wall. But this shell, Sheol, hell, school, your vessel, family, what you see in front of the mirror, right, is the only way we can perceive it, We are they, but we all are one, you see. So we believe that the universe, that oneness against itself, right, itself is conscious in a way we can truly never understand, right? It is engaged in a search for meaning, okay? So it breaks itself apart, investing its own consciousness in it. We are, the universe, all existing and expanding, a description of change. The only thing consistently, constantly, continuous within all, the universe. We are, trying to understand itself, right? You follow that? We all are one, so that's the uni, right? We're one, right? One unit, right? And we are inverse of each other, right? We are inverse of each other. Understand that. Really understand that. Now, as for you all's ascension, Taha, Earth, if this ascension will result in a split in two separate realities, right? We've all heard that there, right? And here the same as there with no T, right? So one reality remaining a 3D world and another really shifting into a fifth dimensional existence, right? Where individuals with lower or, more negative energy will remain behind and consciousness itself might migrate into an alternate reality, according to myth, right? This interpretation is incorrect, alright? is not dividing into multiple dimensional versions. Yeah, I know, right? And so do you. Rather, fam, your planet is transitioning to what is described, as level 1. Remember that? Of the 3rd dimension. The 4th dimension already exists as a quantum layer, right? That's associated with disembodied consciousness between incarnations, not as parallel physical world people move into, What many, confuses separate realities are actually differences in perception, and understanding sounds familiar, Religion. Even now, people coexist on Earth while experiencing vastly different levels of awareness and interpretation of the same physical environment. These, family, are levels of perception, not separate dimensions. Dimensional reality and experimental reality are honestly fundamentally different concepts, really, and should not be conflated, alright? Now, the talk on Nazi Germany, right? yeah, that's right. The talk on Nazi Germany, and we know, Agent Orange trying to bring back the Third Reich, right? Making the Fourth Reich, right? Understand that, right? Really understand what's going on. Make America great again. Really understand what that means, there, right? He's turning all these damn nations that he's invading into and kidnapping people for no reason, right? Just because they don't agree with your opinion, right? And just because you're in position to push that button, right? You feel that you're obligated to do the bullshit that you're doing, right? Agent Orange is turning all these nations into concentration camps, but you're not focused. Y'all need to wake up and see what's going on. Get off of TikTok and all this extra shit. Because you're not going to make it. And his words are my words. Check it out. Now, with Nazi Germany and the beings on contact with beings associated with Aldebaran are explained through a more limited interaction, right? So let's dance. A humanoid culture from Aldebaran made initial contact with a small group of humans, one of whom possessed an unusual but developed telepathic ability and was identified as a descendant of the Pleiadians. These contacts were framed as defensive discussions concerning threats to humanoid populations aligned with reptilian interests, right? Alright. Because the Aldebaran culture itself had prior conflicts with reptilians, they initially accepted these claims, okay? The technological interpretation of the information received was handled by the scientist Victor Schumberg, right? You remember that? Whose cognitive capacity is described as unusual, right? Advanced, right? However, once the Aldebaran group realized that the situation had been misrepresented, they terminated technological assistance, alright? This included the removal of access to a zero resistance conductive material located in Antarctica, alright? And also keep in Temple, family, that in Antarctica, right, this is where the 144,000 will be taken to receive their barotheric glands, which we know works in cahoots with the appendix, right? Which they say has no functions for your body. No, it has no functions for their body, right? Because they don't know about anybody, right? Because they're nobodies. Understand that. Really understand that. So your appendix, right, and your barotheric gland also works with that, alright? As well as your tonsils, family, alright? And your barotheric gland, right, is now in the hippocampus area of your brain when it was in the lower submental part of your chin, right? Words have power, right? So understand what you were thinking, what you would say would actually manifest in front of you, Yahweh, right? In a lesser way, okay? Alright, family, so really understand what's going on here. Really understand what is going on here, alright? This is a war over fertility. That's how you know we're not lying. This is a war over fertility. Everything just wants to survive. Every ET, extraterrestrial, celestial, angelical being that have their DNA down here within you, within this giant mixing bowl on Earth, right? They all just want to survive. This fertility, not only in a physical way, but in a spiritual way, okay? Contacts to a moon ray aid are here, the one and only true Messiah. Wadu.